Yerk. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the Guy. Always on the job. I got five. Let's talk. As always, it's real talk with the man behind the voice that keep your bitch moist. Welcome to another episode of I Got Five. Let's talk, where we keep it fair, like a California bear, and we ain't California raisins, so we ain't doing no hating. Welcome to Morning Vibes, man, where we vibe out in the morning, uh, put ourselves in positions to win for the day. You know, it's a lot going on, uh, but I wanted to touch on today's Morning Vibes. I wanted to touch on being selfish and being selfless. A lot of people, they know what being selfish is. A lot of people don't like a selfish person. Some people, they like being selfless. You have to understand the power of being selfless. Now, I'm not saying don't be selfish. Hey, shout out to the my sticky figure in the building. Salute to the guys. Salute to the guys. What's up with it, man? Morning vibes. All the way in it today, man. You've been missing out on some of the topics though, Sticky, man. We've been I think I'm getting shadow banned again, man. So, they not shooting y'all the notifications. But welcome to Morning Vibes, man. Just trying to put out into the world the difference between being selfish and selfless. There are times you need to be selfish. Like nigga, if I got $5 left and food costs $5, I can't buy you a plate. I'm gonna do a selfish move. I'm gonna buy me a plate, but I'm not gonna be. But I'm gonna be selfless because I'm gonna give you some of my food. You feel me? It all depends. Yeah, man. They be playing games, man. We don't run. On this podcast, man, we don't run with the negative narratives. We don't try to tear nobody down, man. We really just want to bring awareness to a lot of shit that we do, man. And a lot of shit that we do, we be selfish because we don't know how to be selfless. If, like I say, selfish is putting all of your energy into yourself. You ever heard that saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? That's what being selfish is. You know what I mean? I'm not telling you to trust nobody. I'm telling you just to be a little selfless. Being selfish, it creates enemies. You feel me? You know what you doing when you being selfish. You know that you're being mean. You know that you are on the negative side of the spectrum. But you continue to be selfish. You know what you're doing. But ain't nothing wrong with being selfish periodically, at times in need. But being selfish, you gotta know it ain't all about you in this world. A lot of people got it fucked up. They think they the Don Mega to the motherfucking life. Think they the gift to humanity. When you're not. You're just another fucking human being with the regular abilities of everybody else. But you have to tap in to know what you about. When you grinding and you trying to elevate your life and you trying to make something about your life or you trying to make sense of your life, sometimes you got to be selfish. You got to go into the cocoon. And if a person don't understand being selfish right now, I'm on a drastic journey right now, right? I'm trying to get me together. Not saying I ain't got no time for you, but I got, I got me right now. Um, Diddy was a selfish character, man. He was really selfish. Um, you know, 50 is really petty. So when you collide those two worlds, petty and selfish, it's never nothing good, man, because at the end of the day, I look at it like this. And I'm pretty sure you followed, you feel me? I know I'm pretty sure you followed when we had the Diddy report and all that. Um, a lot of people, man, like they say, oh man, a lot of people. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of these people brought it on themselves. Diddy brought it on himself too. I mean, it ain't like 50 ain't been saying this about this dude for years. 50 been calling this dude Zesty for years. Excuse me, man. I got a little chest cold. Trying to get over it. Um, I think 50 just capitalized off of a person's misfortune like everybody else did, man. Um, if 50 didn't do it, somebody else was gonna do it. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I haven't seen the whole documentary. I haven't. But um, I just feel like, man, it's not like it's AI. Diddy is the prime example of being selfish. He is the prime example of being selfish. Here is a man that can actually change a lot of people's lives, worlds. You feel me on a big scale. But you don't do it. You don't do it because not because the person that you gonna change their life gonna mess it up. No, you don't do it because you're selfish. You're selfish. You already like people have to understand the difference between being selfish and selfless. Diddy is not a selfless person. He just can't be. But then again, did 50 Cent prove anything that Puffy did? Nah. He ain't bring out no new evidence. That's another person. 50 is one of my favorite artists. But with this move right here, 50 is, it's just kind of wild. I understand the business of it and all that, but you know, but I'm also conflicted because some of these people that do these type of things need to be exposed. But not to get too far off of the situation at hand today, um, we gotta learn to be selfless. Even in our knowledge, man, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things come across our table and we just react to it. You know, being selfish is being everything that you hear, you want it to, it gotta be true. That's being a selfish person. Well, that's the part of the that's the part of the documentary I really just don't agree with. From what I've been hearing, trying to paint that picture or that narrative, you know, that's that's the that's the bad look from what I'm hearing. And nigga, that's police work. You know, 50 is pulling a selfish move, man, and it leads me to believe that who's in the ear of 50? Because remember, Sticky, remember when all this shit started happening, I said the industry was clearing the old gatekeepers. They're cleaning house. They're looking for new gatekeepers. What better gatekeeper to have than 50 Cent, who ain't never had really no bad shit in his name throughout his career? What better gatekeeper to have? He a street nigga. They want all the street motherfuckers to be selfish. So they won't care about the next motherfucker. Because if 50 really gave a fuck, we all know Diddy a freak, but where is the evidence at? Where the evidence at, though? You got to watch out for these people that's being selfish, man. When you be selfish, you going to tear down somebody else. He could have did it the same way without being selfish, man. And a lot of niggas trade being self-aware for being selfish. And a lot of people get selfish mixed up with being self-aware. I may not be selfish. I'm just aware of you and your cronies bullshit. I'm aware of it. I'm self-aware. That's not being selfish. I know you don't like me. I know you don't fuck with me. Nigga, I'm being self-aware. We gotta start, a lot of people say, look at ourselves, and start from there. I say, look at your surroundings and see what it made you. The surroundings that the vast majority of us grow up in is selfish. Ain't no more going knocking on your neighbor's door for some milk, butter, sugar, or some flour. Ain't no more of that. Because people are selfish. Self-aware is when, hey man, I know my neighbor ain't got this and that. You feel me? Or even if I don't know my neighbor ain't got it, right? Instead of being selfish, I'm gonna be selfless. If my neighbor come to my door and knock on the door and be like, hey man, y'all got some sugar. Nigga, I may not even have a lot of sugar, but just based off of this person being selfless and coming to my door and asking me for X, Y, and the third, milk, butter, sugar, whatever it is, I'm gonna spare it to him. Why? We gotta appreciate other people that be selfless and self-aware. This person was aware that they broke. This person aware that they got to put their pride to the side and come and ask you for something. That's being self-aware. That's the rightful type of pride. When you know you got to do X, Y, and the third, and you do it, you become self-aware, bro. So I would give it to that person. But a lot of people, they won't do that. I mean, that could be the truth too, man. And that's another thing, man. You gotta be self-aware, man. You gotta be self-aware. the females and the males that you that's like females that got to be aware of the males that they mess with. Men got to be wary about the women they mess with. You got to be self-aware. You know what you attracted to. 50 knew that 50 knew his baby mama was a bop. That's like me, man. My baby mama be out here, nigga be telling me, oh man, you know your baby mama had your baby mama at the party. And so what? I ain't with the bitch. That's being selfless. That ain't my bitch. Whether she was my bitch at the time, whether we was in a relationship or not. If that bitch was doing that, that wasn't my bitch. I don't give a fuck if she was claiming she was with me at the time or not. She did that, and you say she was with me, bitch obviously couldn't be with me. If the bitch doing that, it don't hurt me. But some niggas just can't let shit go. You know what I mean? I mean, it ain't like 50 ain't had nobody else baby mama doing some strange shit. When you be selfish, shit come back around. Hey, it's that time again to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another motherfucking friend. Share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide. Them buttons ain't got no teeth, so go ahead and reach. Support the channel. Support your boy. And above all, man, support the movement. Yes, indeedy. We stay on like Tahiti. Keep it litty like a baby on a thick bitch titty. I just want people to be self-aware, man, not selfish. It's a big difference for being self-aware. And for the people that look at people for being selfish, oh man, that motherfucker may be trying to get somewhere. He ain't being selfish, he being self-aware. He know he can't help nobody else out until he help himself out. Self-aware. You can't be mad at a man that can't do nothing for you. You can't be mad at a bitch that can't do nothing for you. You knew they couldn't do nothing for you. And yet you stayed around. That's when it begs to differ. That's when it begs to answer the question. Was that person selfish or was that person self-aware? You know, sometimes we wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and I always tell people, if you always having an attitude when you wake up in the morning, maybe you need to sleep on the floor on the couch so you don't wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You go to sleep on the floor, you can't wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You go to sleep on the couch, you can't wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Why? The floor doesn't have another side. The couch ain't got two sides. You only can wake up one way. And if you wake up being negative or waking up on the wrong side of the bed, stop going to sleep thinking about negativity. Stop going to sleep thinking about selfish shit. Stop going to sleep thinking about how you can get over on somebody that appreciates you, that reacts to you with selfless behavior. Vast majority of people that wake up on the wrong side of the bed is the people that nigga be fucking people over. They wake up in the morning, they mad. Now all of a sudden, what they want to do? Stress the world out. Can't do that. Can't do that. Y'all wake up on the wrong side, right side of the bed. You got to. You got to. Oh, excuse me. There is no wrong about being self-aware. There is no wrong about being selfless. There's only a wrong about being selfish. It's the only thing. You know, when you mad, you don't think right. A lot of people feel like other people gotta pay for them being mad. When you see them type of people, you know them type of people woke up on the wrong side of the bed, get the fuck away from them. It just might fuck up your friendship. It just may fuck up your friendship. You know that person woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but yet you still over there talking to them or whatever. Recognize that and get the fuck on. Be self-aware. This your friend. They being selfish at the moment. Bust left. Get up out of there. And if your friend asks you, like, damn, bro, like, why you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you was being weird, nigga. You was in your zone. You wasn't trying to listen to nobody. So I got up out of there. That's being selfless, not being selfish. You self-aware that your relationship could have ended because this person woke up on the wrong side of the bed. So you get scattered. He came back when he wasn't mad. Like, damn, bro, what happened? You explain it to him. This is how you stop people from being selfish with you. This is how you stop people from saying that your self-awareness is wrong. You gotta be self-aware. Ain't nobody else gonna be. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. You know, and a lot of people, they don't. A lot of people, the reason why they be so selfish or, you know, quick to negativity, because they don't take a real moment out for themselves. They don't. They don't really try to find they don't try to find, not the common denominator, they don't try to find a peaceful route for the day. They just don't. You wake up mad, you know you mad. What you supposed to do? Take a time to yourself, a time out. What your teacher used to do to you when you would be acting up in school, elementary to be exact, put you in time out. Motherfuckers got to get back to the basics. I always say that, man. Motherfuckers got to get back to the basics. And the basics is just being self-aware. Just being self-aware, man. That's it for the day on Morning Vibes, man. I just wanted y'all to, you know, understand yourself, man. Give you a different light of yourself, of how yourself can maneuver through yourself. You know? Ask yourself, am I being selfish or am I being selfless? It's always a difference, man. Y'all know the motto, take care of each other. And if you can't do that, take care of your motherfucking self.